Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do another reading vlog. So we're going to start on February 16th, the Sunday, and we'll see how long it goes. I mean, I figure there's only so much of a threshold for my phone and my internet for some reason. So we will see what happens. It'll be at least 3 to 5 days. We'll see what happens. So I'm just going to briefly first talk about the book that I finished last night, and then what I will show you a couple books that came in, and then we'll kind of flash what I might read this coming week. So I did finish Fragile Sanctuary by Catherine Cowles last night. This was really good. I really enjoyed this romantic suspense. This is the first book in the Sparrow Falls series, and I will definitely be getting the next book. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I had a great fun time with the ride of how I didn't guess the end. Like I like the way that went because I had my suspicions again the whole time. It's the mystery in these romantic suspenses of who's behind everything, and it was really good. I think she did a great job because I did question certain things and I had certain suspects and everything, and I thought I had it at one point, and then she tricked me. So I thought it was really well done. I love the characters in here. I loved how we saw their journey. They both had really horrible pasts, and then meeting each other and finding someone to talk to, who understood what you had been through, and how important it is for people to understand each other. Anyway, I really love the family in here. It was great for that, and I'm looking forward to book 2, to continue the series. So I might be buying Delicate Escape pretty soon. I think that's the next book. Yeah, so it might be soon. We'll see. Anyway, I did finish that last night. I stayed up until 11 to finish it because I just couldn't put it down. I'm like, I have to know. And I'm glad I did. I do still have my reread of The Love Hypothesis just kind of hanging out. If I feel like reading it, I will. If not, it'll go back on the shelf. I'm just pointing it out there that I might read that and I might not. It was just to help me get reading on Friday. I had some trouble choosing a book, so it helped. Always helps when I pick a reread to kind of get myself back into reading. So anyway, so that might go back on the shelf. It matters how I feel, because this week I want to try to read a lot of sequels. So that is going to be my goal. But first, let's talk about a couple of books I just got. Well, I got yesterday, but I didn't go to the mailbox until today. So I got A Rebel Without Claws, which is the first book in the Southern Charm series by Juliet Cross. She wrote the Stay a Spell series, which I really, really enjoyed. These are paranormal romance series with witches and werewolves and other things. I'm not sure how this connects to the family. It says that it's a spin-off, but I'm not sure. I can't remember how it connects. But anyway, I do want to get to that fairly soon because I really enjoy her books, and I love that series with those characters. They were just so much fun, paranormal romance. So, and then my other pre-order was Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales by Heather Fawcett. This is book 3 in the Emily Wilde series. So I don't know if this is the last book, but I know that this is the newest. So I do want to read this fairly soon. I didn't even see that there's a cat in there. Anyway, this is historical fantasy romance following a couple of professors and their dealings with the Fae and some other things. So I really enjoyed the first 2 books. But I do want to continue on with that one. So anyway, so speaking of that one, so that one I might pick up fairly soon because I want to pick up sequels to series that I am in the middle of. I think everybody is really thinking about series this year. For some reason, that seems to be a big theme, and I think I'm definitely on that bandwagon because I always read series. I read so many series. If you look at how many books I read in a year and the percentages of how many of those are series, it just depends on, it's a lot. Like most of my reading is series. I mean, not counting nonfiction mostly, but you know what I mean? Like if you take that out, then everything else, there's only a few standalones here and there. I'm just not a standalone person. Like, again, I love them, but I don't read that many. I read more series and everything. And I want this year to get through quite a few series, and I haven't done that on anything. I've caught up on a couple, and I have started a lot. So, anyway, so real quick, I just want to show that I have a whole stack of books. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up. Oop, I'm not going to turn this the right way. But like beyond, I have all these sequels to books that I might pick up. I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for. Some of these are books I haven't read. I read the first book in a couple of months ago or last year, and then some of them are the newest releases for a series that I'm caught up on, so I want to keep being caught up on. And then a couple of them are the sequels to books I started those series last week. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, this second book might show up for this. But we'll see how much I get read. That's way more books than I'll get read, probably. It depends. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so that's it. I don't know what I'm going to pick up first. I'm going to first get my video up and everything. I have to go see my brother. He just texted me because he bought me some stuff at the grocery store. So I'm going to go get that. And I will check in with you guys later. Okay, so it is about 12:30. So I'm going to go leave my office here. I did not do any of the book inventory. I did so much in the last few days that I just didn't feel like it. So I updated my book journal. I still need to film something on that. It's fine. I know a lot of people have started doing a lot of coloring on their vlogs and things, and I used to have like a whole lot of, yes, Kitty. I had a lot of colored pencils and stuff like that. Like I had different coloring books from years ago. It was like really big, like what, 10 years ago? I don't know. I had a whole bunch of them, and I do have a whole bunch still, which I found when I was doing my inventories. Like, oh, they're on the shelf. No wonder I couldn't find them. Anyway, so I got a color by number one to try, and they're like mosaics. And as I said, I could have done pencils, but you know, I wanted to try markers, and so I bought some just Crayola. They're not great. They're like the super tips. I don't know. It wasn't very expensive, and I could get them like pretty quick. So I bought those. So if you have markers that you think are better, because I don't really like the color palette on these, even though there's 100, and I only needed, there's like 26 different colors on here. No, I have to like pick and choose, and they don't even have names on them. I don't even know what colors I'm picking up. Yes, Kitty. Oh, I'm almost done. Anyway, so I just started my first one. So it's not, again, I'm not great. I'm just having fun. Like I didn't realize that can be relaxing to just, you know, color in by number. I haven't done one of those. I did buy a diamond painting at one point, but I've never set it up because my cats. And I also didn't know how to do it. So I still have that too. I'm just trying to find some more artistic things just to do for fun. And this was kind of relaxing as I was waiting for my videos to upload today, because I had trouble with my video, as I said, for the length, so I had to do it twice, upload 2 different videos. So I have, as I said, one's already up and the other one it's checking right now. So once it's done, I'm gonna go eat lunch so that it's all done and I don't have to think about it when it releases in a couple days. But yeah. So it's kind of been fun. So I haven't listened to anything yet. Or read anything. So I'm going to go pick and choose what book that's going to be fairly soon. But I just wanted to say, you know, like, as I said, I'm not like, I mean, as I said, there's some people out there who are really fantastic at coloring and stuff. And I was never that. It was always just a stress reliever. And I have some other books that I have that I can do, like, I just was trying to find, I thought markers would be more fun. I do have to have a sheet of paper behind it. I actually have 2 pieces of paper behind it so that it doesn't leak too much onto the next one. And there's, like I said, it's my first one. I'm not very good at it. And I just said the palette is the problem. So if you guys know any good markers that I should buy instead. Again, I just got the washable super tips because they were cheap and I could get them fast. And I thought, well, I'll try them. But I don't like the colors. Anyway. And again, it has to be perfect. It doesn't have to be expensive. Like, I don't want expensive. I just wanted ones that actually tell me what color they are. Because I'm having to do like swatch things to try to figure out what color is the closest to what they want us to use. So it's not going so well. Anyway, point is I'm just gonna do a little bit more of that as my video is loading. It's almost done. Looks like it's almost done. Anyway, so I'm going to then go have lunch. I'm gonna have a quesadilla in my quesadilla machine. My brother bought some sauces on the this morning. Well, I picked them up this morning. He might have bought them yesterday. That I wanted to try on them. So I'm just gonna do that, and then as a crock pot later this afternoon I'll put together for dinner and the rest of the week. Anyway, so Sorry, this isn't very exciting so far, but I guess I was just wondering what other people do. You know, again, what coloring they have. Like, how do you get the right colors, like, that match on, like, something that has a color palette, and you're supposed to match these, but, again, I don't know. I mean, there's, like, 100 markers in there, but, like, half of them look, like, really the same, and then I'm like, I can't even find, like, a solid, you know, red. It was ridiculous. It took me forever to figure out one that was kind of close to a regular red. I don't know. There's a lot of pink in here, which I don't need, and a lot of grayish, green, gray, light. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, I'm done complaining. I'm gonna go eat. And sit on the couch for little whiny boy. Yeah, you. Yeah, you're so cute. Who's the whiny boy? Who's the whiny boy? No meows now that I'm petting you? And obviously talking to you? You're so cute. Yeah? Yeah, we'll go out. Okay. Hey guys, so it is now about 4 o'clock. I just put all my stuff into the crock pot for a creamy noodle casserole that will take 2.5 hours to get done, so not too bad. Anyway, it's been a quiet afternoon. Really haven't done much today. I mean, this morning, you know, I kind of dilly-dallied. Anyway, so I did look at my books, and I was going to read a few different things. Like, I'm like, oh, I could read that, I could read that. And again, I want to focus on sequels this week. So I was like, well, what sequel is just calling me? And I said I had that whole stack. And the one that called me was Heartless by Elsie Silver. So I have started this. I'm about 75 pages in. I was hoping to be farther than that, but it took me a while to get started. But I am really enjoying this. I knew because it was Cade's book, Single Dad, so I wanted to read this one next. And then it turned out the main female character is the best friend from the main character in the first book. So I was excited because I was hoping for her book. I didn't realize I didn't connect her to Cade, which makes me happy. So what's funny is that this is almost like the same kind of story as Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, except completely, it's the same but different. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're all tropes that I think everybody likes. So if you like that one, you'll like this one. If you like this one, I'm sure you're gonna like that one. I really loved Lost and Lassoed. So we'll see how this goes. So far, so I'm having fun. Like, I'm just enjoying this. So this is like kind of on the same level. I don't know why I'm enjoying the grumpy sunshine kind of thing in this one more than I do in some other ones. I mean, I do like that trope a lot, but it's not one I usually go for. But I like the single dad, and then having the woman coming in to be the nanny when she doesn't normally do that. It was totally just because she had time, because her job was on hiatus kind of thing, because her job was having renovations done, so she didn't have to be there. And she was in a financial position she didn't worry about. So it was kind of almost the same as the other one, which, you know, kind of makes me wonder. But I just loved the way Lost and Lassoed went, that I still love that book. Like, I still love that book. This book is different in a lot of things, because that one had a more of people who knew each other for years and years, and these people just met each other. So there are differences. And again, that was a girl in the first one as the child, and this is a boy. Little differences, but it's it's kind of funny. I love the kid. I love Luke. He's so adorable. Anyway, because he's such a kid. Like, I mean, I think both books wrote the kids really well, I think. And again, I'm not one who reads a lot of books that have kids in them, but I'm finding that I like the single parent trope. I didn't realize that was a thing for me. Anyway, considering that I don't have kids. Anyway, so I'm really enjoying this, and I'm glad I picked it up, because even though I just read Flawless like a couple days ago, I was really wanting to continue on. And everybody talks about binging this series, and I have this feeling that if this book goes as well as it feels right now, I will be buying the rest of the series. And I might be like upping my my collection on her books too, because I'm really enjoying them. I mean, at least they're reading in a way that I would reread them. You know what I mean? So anyway, so yeah, I'm only 75 pages in. It's like just over 400, which surprises me at how long the book is. This one's a lot longer than the other one. Well, Flawless, I think, was like 370. So I guess it's not too much longer. It just feels heftier because it's over 30 pages more. But anyway, I'm going to continue reading that. I'm hoping to get a good chunk of that done tonight. So, and we'll see what happens. I mean, there's no way I'm not going to finish this today, but I mean, I might be able to finish it tomorrow if I read really good tonight. So we'll see what happens. I might check in later just to see how it's going. Because again, it's Sunday, and then during the week, I'll only check in probably when I first get home from work, because that's just the way it goes. So anyway, I will, my cats have left me. Cooper was with me for a couple hours, and then he left me when I got up to make dinner, put in the crock pot, and so they're both, and Truman's been upstairs sleeping for hours. Sooner or later they'll both be back down here, or we'll be in here, but not right now. So maybe I'll film them when they finally show up. Anyway, I will check in later. Are you being cute? Are you cute? Yeah. Hey guys, so it is now Monday night. I've been home for about about an hour and 15 minutes, and I just sat here. The cats were just on me. They just got up to go eat. I don't, so I thought, okay, I'll make an update while they're off me, because I'm gonna go make my dinner. But anyway, they just got up. Anyway, I just finished How to Drive a Dragon Crazy by G.A. Aiken. So I started this today, and I finished this today. It was really good, and it was really quiet at work because a few of my coworkers, one of my coworkers called off for family reasons, and it was just really quiet. I mean, I had a few deliveries, but nothing major, so I had time to listen while I was doing other stuff. But this is book 6 in the Dragonkin series, so I've been reading J. Aiken for a long time, and this series I'm just dragging out because I know once I catch up on this series, there's nothing planned right now. She is also Shelley Lawrenston, so she does have a book coming out that was delayed from last year, that's coming out in July or August. I can't remember when it's coming out, but that's in her Shelley Lawrenston and those books, which are paranormal romances. So this is a fantasy romance. These dragon ones have been out for quite a while. So the series connected to this one, oh, I can't think of the name, Scarred Earth. I really hope book 4 comes at some point, because I know there's more because of the way it ends. But anyway, all of her books are always almost all of hers like connect somehow to each other. Not all of them, but a lot of in each of her writing. So G.A. Aiken's books, I think they all connect in this series and that series, and then the Scarred Earth and the Dragonkin, they they connect at some point, but you can start the other series. You just would miss some of the characters anyway, which I didn't know when I started it but anyway. And then all the Shelley Lawrenston, again, there's a couple series that you see characters and hear about them in the later books, and it just keeps going. It's just fun. Anyway, I love her because she's funny. They're brutal, but like in a funny way. Like everybody's super like just hits people, and these ones are more killing people, but they're like warriors. So again, this is a really kind of brutal world where the dragons are, dragon shifters, and so we're following the royal family in the southern lands, and it's just, every book is just a fun. This is one of the books that is following 2 characters that we know like each other when they're younger, and but one of them just feels that she's, you know, the guy thinks she's too young, which she is at the time, and he's not going to do anything, but he goes about it the completely wrong way to not let anything happen. And, you know, they don't talk for years, and so then like a decade later, they finally have their story, and it's really, they're all pretty long-lived characters, but it's brutal. It's just fun. Anyway, I just adore these. And again, this is book 6, so I have 3 more in this series. I would like to finish it this year because I was planning to do it last year, and I just didn't get to it. But I have 3 more, so I'm hoping to finish this off. I did, as I said, the audio was done by Morgan Hallett. I think there's different narrators in this series too. I don't remember her being the one who did the last one. So anyway, but I've read them physically as well as audio. Just depends on the mood. And this time I picked it up on audio. So anyway, I got that done today. That was a surprise. Last night I got to 272 pages in Heartless by Elsie Silver. So it's just after 6 o'clock, and I said I'm gonna go make dinner now. I'm making quesadillas because my brother bought me some cool sauce that I want to try to use. Anyway, so I still have 100 and, I don't know, 100, it's 100 and, let's see, 20, about 150 pages. So I don't expect to finish this tonight. I hope to get pretty close. Again, if I get really close, then I just can't stop myself. I'll stay up and finish. But because I just finished that other book, I spent the time in that. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm really enjoying this. I think I gave an update after I'd started it, but I did, as I said, I got to 272. So I'm pretty far. I'm up to chapter 24. So I'm really enjoying this. I know I compared it a lot to Lost and Lassoed. I mean, there's a lot of differences. There's a lot of similarities too, but and I kind of wish I hadn't read them quite so close together, because I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking about the other one sometimes, but most of the time they're mostly very different. Like, I'm not confusing them or anything. I just, you know, same tropes. A lot of them. There's, again, differences in the characters. I don't know why. I'm explaining that again. Anyway, point is, I really like it. I don't think it's going to be as high a rating as I gave Lost and Lassoed, because I just adored that. And I'm enjoying this, but I'm not quite to the loving level. But I'm still want to read on, and I really want to buy the next book because I want to see what happens. But as I said, I'm going to finish this one. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, so that's going to be what I'm going to do tonight. If I finish this, I will come back. If not, then I will talk to you tomorrow about it. Audiobook-wise, I don't know what I'll pick tomorrow. I am considering doing the reread of Blaze of Memory by Nalini Singh. I don't have the book out here. But I am thinking about doing a reread tomorrow. It just depends on how I feel. Or I might do Kingdom of the Cursed, because I have that audiobook out from the library. Or I have a few others that I have library books that I own. So, or not library books, other audiobooks that I own. I don't know. We'll see. As I said, it will be a sequel. This week is going to be all sequels, so it'll be something. We'll see. Anyway, I will check in with you guys maybe later tonight or tomorrow. Just depends on how far I get through Heartless. Because, yeah, I just don't think I can. I don't think I'm going to make that. I think that'd be, especially since I haven't made dinner yet or eaten. So, oh well. We'll get as far as we can. We'll see how it goes. And if I cannot stop, then yeah, I'll stay up. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot of respect for the morning, do I? No, not right now. Most of the time I do, but not when I'm not close to the end of a book. So we'll see. We'll see how far I get. Anyway, I'll check in later or tomorrow. I forgot one thing. I did want to mention that this book is one of my 25 books in 2025. So again, the goal is to read at least 2 or 3 of these a month because of how 25 books of them. So, and again, some of the books I have to reread books to get to them. So This is one of the ones I just put book 6 on there. So this one does count. So at least I've gotten a few of those done. So anyway, hopefully sometime this week I will read a few that are from that list, but you know, maybe not right away. We'll see. I just wanted to mention though that that did count for that list. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat now. Hey guys, so it is almost 10 o'clock, so it's bedtime. I should have probably gone to bed earlier, but I wanted to finish my book, and I finished Heartless, and I really enjoyed it. It actually went in different directions. I wasn't sure because I had about 130 some pages left today, and I was like, well, I don't know where it's going, like, and again, I didn't have any big, you know, issue, you know, third act breakup that I kind of hate that kind of stuff. What happened and, you know, not the breakup, but the time away made sense. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. Overall, again, it's not perfect or like a favorite, but I really, really enjoyed it, and I really like the characters. I love series like this where I get to read about the family, you know, and then each book is another part of the family, you know, the next family member. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Even though I don't know the female character very well, you only saw like a glimpse of her, but I'm really curious about Jasper. So anyway, so that was really good. And yes, I will be buying the next book. I am, yeah. Anyway, I mean, hopefully soon. Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to go to bed. I'm still not sure what I'll listen to tomorrow. I don't know if I feel like the reread, but again, I have that. I also got the audiobook from the library of A Reluctant Vampire by Lindsay Sands, which is the next book in the Argonaut Vampire series that I need to read. I think it's 15. I don't remember where I'm at. I mean, it's in the 30s, the amount of books, and I own a lot of them. So I was hoping to read more of those this year than I haven't picked one up yet. So I thought I better to pick up sequels in one of my 25 in 2025. So that would check off another one. So we're going to try that. Physically, I don't know if I'm going to take anything to work. I haven't decided. But I think my next physical read is going to be the last book in the Graveyard Keeper series by Darcy Coates, The Vengeful Dead, which I just got last week. Or this weekend. I just recently got it. Like last week. Yeah, I think it was. So anyway, I'm really excited to finish that series off. And again, that's paranormal, slightly horror, but it's kind of small town-ish. But this great conspiracies of certain things, ghostly elements. I just love it. Anyway, so I want to finish that series. So I think that's my next physical book. I just need to switch it up. I've had too many romances in a row, even though one was a romantic suspense. I did read both of the cowboy books pretty close together. So I think that's going to be my next physical read. And again, that'll finish the series and be one of my pre-orders, which again, I need to do better about reading my pre-orders. Anyway, so we'll see. I mean, that could all change tomorrow. But I think that's it for now. So anyway, I really enjoyed my book. I will definitely be reading the next book in the series fairly soon, I think. I don't think I could wait very long to do that because I really do want to, well, with the series that I've started, they're all series I want to continue right away, which are, you know, of the ones that I'm interested in. So, it's just going to be another one. Anyway, and I am glad that I read that book right away that I bought just last week. So, anyway, even though I bought it, book 2, before I even started book 1. But I've read them both now, so, you know, that's good for me. Anyway, okay, I will check in with you tomorrow, probably after I get home from work. Hey guys, so it is now Tuesday afternoon. It's just 5 o'clock. I just got back. I did have to stop at the grocery store for a few items that I was out of, you know, for that time of the month. Anyway, point is I picked up a few things, but I realized after I left I didn't pick up anything for dinner, and that would have been easy, but I did not. Darn it, now I gotta go make something. Anyway, so work was fine. It was really, really quiet. I actually was surprised at how quiet it was, and how, I mean, I had stuff to do, but not stuff I like to do anyway. But I did listen to, The Reluctant Vampire by Lindsay Sands, which is book 15 in the Argonaut Vampire series. So this is, again, another, kind of rom-commy paranormal romance. They have funny parts to them, but they're interconnected stories, but with different couples in each book finding their life mate, and the hijinks that happen as they get together. This one was following characters I don't like. One of them I think we've met, but I'd forgotten about him, so I'm not quite sure if I knew him, because again, I read them way too far apart. And I meant to read a lot of these last year, and I just didn't. So this year I'm going to try to do better and get a couple more done. Because again, there's like 30 some of them. So I'm only on 15. And I have restarted the series once before. So I'm trying not to this time. Their step backs are weird on her books. Is that they're just like some scenery. Which doesn't even match the book. At all. Like, ever. That was weird. I just realized that had nothing to do with anything that happened in this book. Anyway, weird. Anyway, I really enjoyed this one because the last one I did not get along with. It was actually probably my least favorite of the whole series. But this one was much better, even though some of the characters I was like, oh, which one's that? Because again, we're getting there. There's a lot of couples over that have met in each books. And again, I'm on number 15. So, but I did like because we got to return to a character who had something bad happen to them in the past, and she's young, but she was in the novella that I read well, it's been a while now since I read the novella, and so we got to see her there, and then she's in this one too. So she's not not the main couple. She's a teenager, but they have to protect her for certain reasons. Anyway, and I just like this one a lot. How does she say her? Dina, something like that. It's Drina. Anyway, she's from Spain, and she's come over, and she gets kind of roped in to help protect this teenager. And Harper is already on the scene, and he is sad because of something that happened in his past. And then is them getting together, and somebody is out to get somebody, but they're not quite sure if it's after the girl or somebody else. Anyway, it was a fun rom-com-y fun time. All the Argonauts are like that, most of them. As I said, this one I liked a lot better than the last one that I read. So I did not like that one at all. So I finished that today because it wasn't very long. I listened to the audiobook from Libby. And then I started my reread of Blaze of Memory by Nalini Singh on my drive home. So I didn't get, I think I got 50, 60 pages in. That's, so I'm not very far, just from, just before I left work, and then the drive home. And again, I stopped at the grocery store. So anyway, so that'll be my audiobook tomorrow, which I'm already enjoying it because you all know how I am about Nalini Singh and the Side Changing series. So again, this is book number 7. So again, I'm going to read them as I feel like it, which probably will mean I'll get done way early. But I'm going to try to read the whole series. There's 23 books out right now. And I'm going to read them before we get to when 24 comes out. I think comes out in July. So anyway, I'm going to work on that. So anyway, now I know I said I might read The Vengeful Dead by Darcy Coates today. I'm still thinking I'm going to, but backup plan, because I am in a weird mood. And this happens sometimes where I'm just like, well, I kind of want to read something else. And I've been enjoying reading series that I'm pretty far into, and I need to continue books, and I'm trying to continue a series. I should do more of these second book in series. Maybe that'll be another vlog at some point. But I am thinking about starting Guardian's Mate by Jennifer Ashley. This would be book 9? I think it's 9. I'll have to look that up. because I think White Tiger was, yeah, White Tiger was 8, so this should be 9. And again, I think there's like 16. So I'm, as I said, I've been reading this series forever, and I stalled out and then restarted. And then now I'm at, again, I'm reading books that I haven't read before. So this one is a Shifter, another paranormal romance with Shifters when they came out years before. And we're following kind of a, I think he's like, he can heal other shifters, and he's a polar bear shifter. And then there is a wolf shifter who gets who is the goddess of the, you know, in this world, or, you know, for the shifters. She is this wolf shifter, this female, is chosen to be a guardian, and no other female has been, at least in memory, I guess is how it goes. And so she's been charged to become the guardian, which there's a lot of connotations of what happens with a guardian. And so it's not normally a female, at least not in recent memory. So I kind of want to pick this up. So we'll see. I'm going to start The Vengeful Dead, but if I'm like, well, not right now, then I will try the other book. I have other sequels I could read too. That's all I'm thinking about right now, is picking up, you know, at least a lot of these in series. And again, Vengeful Dead would finish a series. Guardian's Mate would continue a series. And I said I continued the Argano Vampire series already today. So we'll see what happens. So I don't know. Maybe I'll come back later if I make a decision, or you know what. Because I think I'm going to end this vlog tomorrow. Mostly because I was really bad. And I'm not going to lie. I bought a lot of books and they're all coming tomorrow. And I have to stop, and I'm going to, but part of that I bought, I used points from my credit card. I converted it to a gift card. So, but they're on their way here, and I should get them tomorrow. And it's a lot of stuff. Anyway, so I think I'll wait till I finish that, and then wrap the video up. So if I come back today, if I make good progress in whatever book I choose, I might come back, or tomorrow will just be where we're at. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, because I'm in a weird mood right now, because like I just said, I'm really enjoying my reading. I feel like I'm reading a little too much right now, so I was like, well, maybe I should calm down today and not read so much, because I didn't mean to read the whole Argano Vampire book at work today, as well as I did the Dragonkin one yesterday. But I know that Blaze of Memory, the side-changing one, I'm going to want to finish that tomorrow, because I'll just want to read it, regardless of what work I have. But, you know, it'll just depend on work. But physically, as I said, that takes a little bit longer, because, again, I can't read physically at work, which, boy, that's a bummer. Anyway, we're going to try to read some of those. So, we'll see what I do. Anyway, I will probably check in later once I get at least a decent amount into one of the books and make a decision on what book I'm gonna read. I don't know. Okay, I just thought I would quickly check in, because I did read 60 something pages, 68 pages, not very much, of The Vengeful Dead by Darcy Coates. So I decided to go with the Finish the Series one. I'm just really tired this evening. I just kept falling asleep, and it wasn't the book's fault. It was just I didn't want to stare at the book, and so I just watched a lot of random booktube. Anyway, which is typical. But I did get, I think, 7 chapters in. Yeah, 7 chapters in. So it's got me back up to date with everything that happened from the books before. This would be really good on reread. When I started over this series, I just didn't feel like it this year to reread this series, but maybe in a little bit. I didn't realize that was cool. It's fine. Anyway, so again, this is kind of light horror with paranormal elements, with Kira, who can see the dead. And there's a lot of stuff and again, in the beginning of the series, she doesn't know she doesn't know anything but her name, and she doesn't know why people are chasing her. And then she hides out, and then she makes friends, and then tries to help ghosts and people haunted by ghosts and stuff. And it just kind of escalates with a bigger conspiracy. Anyway, really, really, hold on. Enjoyed the first couple, all the books so far. They've gone, as I said, they went in directions I didn't expect, especially in the last two. I mean, the first two were good, but then it kind of veered in a way that I didn't see coming. But I know that on a reread you'll be able to see how it got there. Anyway, so I am enjoying that, but my brain is obviously fried. So I didn't read as much as I was hoping tonight, but that's fine. I made some progress. So, but I've already, as I said, I listened to a lot today, so maybe that's why, but I'm really just tired. I don't know. So I'm going to go to bed, and tomorrow, as I said, that will be my physical book, and my audiobook is my reread of Blaze of Memory, and kind of excited for that because it's been a while since I did that reread. So, anyway, and again, tomorrow is a normal work day, but I bought a lot of books and they're all showing up tomorrow. So that's probably where I'll wrap this up, as I said. So anyway, I will check in tomorrow and we'll see how far I get on audiobooks, and then if all the stuff shows up that it's supposed to. And again, I didn't pay for all of them, but I spent too much money this last week. I just have to, like, again, I said, when I got sick, I kind of let myself go on being careful on how much I was buying. And then this month has just been a free for all. And there's a lot of things going on that I haven't shown in the videos of things going on kind of off screen kind of thing. And maybe that kind of helped with the whole buying spree, but I need to cut it off now. And I bought enough books this month that I don't need to buy anything but whatever pre-orders I already have, or if I'm continuing a series. And I think I just need to cut it here because I did some damage. And they're all going to show up tomorrow. So, well, I take it back. One is probably, will be on Saturday, is coming from somewhere else. But anyway, we'll see. Anyway, I will check in with you tomorrow and be ready for a book haul. Hey guys, it's now about 5:15 on Wednesday night, so I've been home just for a few minutes and got changed into my sweats. Today was a fairly normal day, actually. It wasn't too bad. It was just, so it was really not busy at the beginning. And I broke, and I actually told my boss that I needed more work. So they sent me work, and so then I was busy for the rest of the day. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. I got a lot of stuff done. Anyway, so reading-wise, I did listen to my reread of Blaze of Memory by Nalini Singh. This is book 7 in the Side Changeling series, but I'm, slowly rereading. Really, really enjoyed this one. It's one of the ones that I haven't read in a couple of years, so it's always good to revisit these. So I had really fun with them. And again, it's a different pairing than ones we've seen before, so it was just a fun romance. And then it has all the machinations of all the politics between the shifters, the people with psychic abilities, and humans all vying for power. And then the people who get stuck. Okay, Cooper, you need to calm down. Shh, it's okay. He is whiny. Anyway, so I finished that just after lunch, because again, I started it yesterday, and again, it was a reread, so I could do it while I was working, because I have read it many times. And so this is the only cover I could find, but it's not the cover. I thought I owned this book, but I don't. And that is The Bite Before Christmas. And it has two, long novellas, or, novellas One's by Lindsay Sands, which is 15.5 in the Argonaut Vampire series, which is The Gift. And then there's also one in here for Jeannie Frost's Night Huntress series, which I DNF'd the first book. So I didn't read that series. Anyway, so I only read half of this. I listened to this on audio. It was also done by Paula Christensen, who did the one I read yesterday. So The Reluctant Vampire. So anyway, I read the novella so that I could so then I just have novels left. I think that was the last novella. I think there's only 2 novellas in the series. I have to check again. Maybe there's another one. But those are the only ones I knew about for sure. And I thought I owned this book. I was sure I had the hardback of it somewhere. But I can't find it, and it's not in my book inventory. So either I got rid of it, or I had it and I thought I'd already read it or decided to get rid of it at some point. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't have it anymore. So I just listened to it on Libby at the end of the day. And then I finished it right before I got out of work. And then I just listened to music in the car because I didn't want to start another audio because I haven't decided if I want to pick up one of my books I'm in the middle of, or I want to pick up something new. So I thought I'd make that decision tomorrow. So that's all open. Who knows what I will pick up. So tonight I'm going to try to read more of The Vengeful Dead by Darcy Coates. Again, I didn't read any today because I was listening to the audiobooks, even on lunch. So, yes, kitty. But I'm only 68 pages, and it's just about 400 pages. Or just under. It's a couple pages under. So I don't expect to get it done, of course, today or tomorrow. This is probably going to be for the rest of the week. But anyway, I do want to continue that because I am enjoying it. I'm hoping tonight, though, that I don't try to start falling asleep reading it as much as I did last time. So I thought I would show some of the books that I got because I am kind of ridiculous is how this all works. I don't remember the order of some of these. But, okay, so I did buy, let's see here, how many did I buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 9 books here, and I know I have 2 more books outstanding that I bought earlier in the month that just aren't here yet. Because one was through eBay and another one was Blackwell's. Actually, there might be 2 more coming from Blackwell's. I don't know. I just said. And then this weekend, I just kind of went on a rampage, and it was not my best buy. So one of the books that I bought purely because I own the next 2 in this series, which now, of course, I can't remember the name of the series. I think it's the Stalingrad series, but I got The People Immortal by Vasily Grossman. This was translated by Robert Chandler and Elizabeth Chandler. So I have the big Life After Fate, Life After Fate, I think, or Life and Fate, I can't remember. And then the other one is Stalingrad, and so it's Life and Fate, it is. So this one is supposed to, I think, I have to look at it, but I can't remember if it's exactly, it was published first, so that's why this is number 1 listed in the series, or if, I don't know. It's number 1. And I was like, oh, I have the other 2 books. And I mean, they're chunkers. They're big. And this was really small. And they're all NYRB or New York Review books. Is that what it is? Something like that. Anyway, I have those other copies. And when I was going through my inventory, I noticed that when I pulled up the series, I didn't realize there was a book before. So I think this takes place during World War II. And again, I've heard good things. Anyway, so I bought the first book because I didn't have the first book, so that I could start that series at some point, which is kind of ridiculous. Because I bought the really, really big ones, but I don't have the first. I didn't even know that I didn't know about that book. So we're gonna try that one, hopefully this year. My goal is to, since I bought it, that I want to try to read it. Or at least try it this year, or decide if it's a trilogy I want to continue, because now I have it all or to read, so we'll see. And then I picked up the Book of Azrael by Amber v. Nicole, which is the first book in the Gods and Monsters series. Of course, I just heard that this got picked up after I'd already bought it, but whatever. Yeah, I'll try it anyway. I keep hearing really a lot of stuff about this, but I don't really know about it. I don't remember if it was dark romance or what anymore. I've kind of lost track. And I told you, I was just, what do you call it? I was just buying everything and anything at that time. And I think I just did it for shipping purposes on how much things were. And then I bought, after I finished Fragile Sanctuary, which is the first book in the Sparrow Falls series, romantic suspense series, I bought Delicate Escape and Broken Harbor. So this one just came out, and this one came out in the end of December. So I had been trying to read the first book, Fragile Sanctuary, before we got to, before this one came out, but I didn't make it. And then I was trying to make it before this one came out, and I still didn't make it. So I finally read it, as I said, last week. And then I want to continue on with this fairly soon because I really enjoyed the side characters. And I know the family who's all the books are going to have, you know, they're going to get their love stories. So again, these are romantic suspense, so they're a little different than what I normally read. And again, I said, I'm still getting back into the contemporaries in different ways. I'm finding different versions. As I said, I'm doing a lot of different things, just trying a lot of stuff out. And, cause again, it was years before I picked up a contemporary after kind of burning out on them when I was younger. So anyway, I got those two. So, and yes, I pre-ordered book 4 anyway, so we'll see how that goes. I do want to pick up Delicate Escape pretty soon. And then I used some points from my credit card to get a gift card so that I could buy these books. So I bought the last 3 books in the Chestnut Spring series. I have read the first 2. You saw me read one of them in this one, right? Didn't I just finish that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, but I got Powerless, Reckless, and Hopeless, I believe is the way it goes. Anyway, whichever is going, I'm going to read them in order. I really want to read, I think Powerless is the next one, which is the one I'm really looking forward to. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it like what everybody else has done and binge these. So I got those with part of the gift card. And then I also picked up 2 of the older series, the Gold Rush Ranch series. So there are other cowboy ones, and I guess they're kind of, there's a connection with one of the characters, but I'm not sure. Oh, I think it's the this book has the sister to some of the characters in the other series. Anyway, so I got book 1 and I got book 2, and I think there's 2 more, I think. Anyway, point is I didn't buy those. I didn't have enough money for that many. I bought these because I figure if I finish those off, I'll want to go into these. And I do already own Wild Love for the next series that comes after it. I'm just out of control, guys. But my goal is to read those. So I'm hoping to pick up, as I said, I want to pick up Powerless and Delicate Escape like soon, like as in the next week or 2. I don't want to wait too long to go back to those series. And I think that might just, I feel like I'm going not quite into a binge reading way of doing stuff, but I am trying to pick up series like, well, the Reluctant Vampire one, like I did the Lindsay Sands. I do want to pick up the next book in the series, book 16, within the next month. I'm hoping to pick up a reread, Crusade, by Taylor Anderson next week because I want to make sure I get it within the month I do the next book. And then I do want to pick up the Jennifer Ashley that I had because I want to get another book in because I read that at the very beginning, end of last month, early this month. So I'm trying to, my longer series or ones I just picked up, I want to make progress in them. And maybe, clean off a few of them, and then I'll let myself read more first books in series. But I want to, as I said, this is all reading sequels in this section. I'm going to continue that into the next vlog because I am going to wrap up the vlog here because I'm not going to finish The Vengeful Dead tonight, but I hope to get a good chunk into it. So, but I will talk more about that tomorrow, if anything, about that surprising. And I don't know what I'm going to read or listen to at work. If I can, I mean, again, it just depends on how much work I have. Today I was able to listen to my audiobook, even though I was really busy because it was a reread. So we'll have to see. I don't know. I only have one book out from Libby because I've cleared everything. But I own a lot that I could read. And there's quite a bit of partials that I should really finish up. So we will see what happens. But beyond that, I'm not going to let myself buy any more books for a while. Yeah, I'm going to just, you know, I've done enough damage. I mean, I've done enough damage. I mean, I have read several that have come in this month, but not enough to justify how many books I've bought. And again, some of the books I bought over there and over here, and the ones I just got, were from gift cards. So I still spent more money than I meant to, but I got like twice as many books as I planned to, if that makes any sense. So it was not a good book buying month. So next month I'm going to definitely have to curb it because I have to pay for my my vacation that I'm taking in June with my family to Alaska. And I mean, I have the money already set aside, but I'm not saving extra, which I should be. And this month I pretty much spent my extra on books and on the really pretty Tad Williams Memory So Thorn books. So I did a lot of damage this month, and I brought a lot of great books in though. So I'm not super mad about it, but I shouldn't have done it anyway, a lot of these. So anyway, that's it for this one. So I am going to, as I said, going to go sit on the couch and Cooper will be happy. And that'll be the end of Wednesday. And I'm sorry if you can hear the laundry in the background. I totally forgot it was running, but it's Wednesday. Laundry. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next vlog. It'll be, again, another working on sequels. Everything I'm going to pick up for the next, you know, the rest of this week. And as long as that vlog goes, we'll probably still be all sequels. And we'll see what actually gets picked. So, because I don't know what I'm going to read tomorrow. We will see what happens. Or what I'm going to listen to, really. I don't know. So, anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye.